Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. He just swallowed some kind of fire pill or something, and it's making him breathe fire now. Everyone thinks it's awesome. We're outside of the herbology class, or at least where herbology class is going to be. And just really quick, going to collect my mandrake because I can. It is time to return to Professor Garlic to learn a new spell. A spell that hopefully will be helpful to us in the near future.
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacula.
Yeah, bouncing tentacula. That sounds interesting.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlic.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
It's all in the wrist, guys. All
You
right.
will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
I almost messed that up. I hit the wrong mouse button and it accelerated the thing behind me.
Wonderfully done. If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Sure. Okay, so Flipendo is this one. Flips objects and enemies upwards and backwards. With its short cooldown, it is excellent for setting up and extending juggles. Its ability to flip objects instantly is useful for solving puzzles and exploiting certain enemies' weaknesses. I'm hoping with those big square blocks, those cubes, I guess you could call them. A square block would be a cube. I'm hoping that
Flipendo!
Look at that. You're a
Yes.
natural.
Knockback Jinx Flipendo, like Accio, is a force spell capable of dispelling violet shield charms by flipping targets upside down. All right, cool. Okay, you know what? We'll talk to her because she's right here. It's fine.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
Well, it takes some getting used to. I know from experience.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a seventh year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
Was it Serona Ryan?
It was indeed. How on earth did you know that?
Serona has been a good friend to me as well. In fact, I retrieved a box of letters from Mrs. Sprottle for her.
Oh, darling Mrs. Sprottle. She was always astonished I knew as much magic as I did, being Muggle-born. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
All right, so we spent some time with Mrs. Garlic, and that's great. But the purpose, the focus of this video is, of course, going to Sebastian, isn't it? Yes, it is. Now, in the quest log, we can see in the shadow of the estate is our quest. We'll be doing that. We have the man behind the moons. We need to do that still. We have the Daedalian keys. There's still one more to find. And then talking to Adelaide Oaks she's worried about someone. That's interesting and that's fine. However, it's I don't even remember meeting her. So we're gonna go to Sebastian's quest now and just kind of move on with the main quest as we go. We were already in Feldcroft last video, and so we will just kind of trying to find. There it is.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, if you're interested in, you know, living out in the farms in the country and living away from the hustle and bustle, then this is a great place, isn't it? She's very similar to like my dad. My dad grew up in the you know, there's like a blue glow over here. Oh, okay, it's a lock. My dad grew up in the country.
Hello, Amora.
No, sorry. My dad grew up in town, and same thing, you know, as her. She always wanted to live in the country. He always wanted to live in the country, but grew up in town. I, you know, grew up in the country because he eventually did move out. I grew up way out in the middle of nowhere, and I kind of hated it because I was always so far away from my friends, and so that I ended up moving into the city. And yeah, I don't know if my son feels, you know, differently. I mean, he probably enjoys living here. He has a lot of friends here, and he gets along with everybody, it seems. So I'm gonna hope that he enjoys living where we live. So yeah, it's not city. It's a good ways away from city, but it's still in a relatively good populated area.
You made it.
Yeah, I did.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrok's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Sounds great.
This way.
Since we're gonna have some story elements going on here, I think I'm gonna. The hat doesn't look. It's not. It's fly, but it's not quite what I have in mind. Now that's nice. If I could get this to be black, I would like it more. And then there's the bowler hat. But if I could get this to be black, I'd like it more. I think for these cutscenes though, we're just gonna go like this. It's fine. All right. Lead the way, Sebastian.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrok's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
Oh,
Here
this
we
is the
are.
house.
My sister should be just inside.
You want me to lead? It's kind of odd, don't you think? I'm the guest here. I'm a stranger. All right, he is walking in first. That makes way more sense.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
All right.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor
All right.
Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit. It's better explained now what's going on with him. He was looking for something for his sister, and that.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
I'll talk to you, but first, there's a letter here. A letter from Anne Sallow to Sebastian Sallow. Sebastian, this is my potion kit, not yours. Leave my things be. Anne. All right, well, it's a typical brother-sister thing there. Looks like there's Those are the training dummies outside, I think. A letter from Sebastian Sallow to his sister, Anne. Dear Anne, Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Well, sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. I hope you're feeling better, Sebastian. All right. Well, let's talk to the sister here and see what's up.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch.
And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrok's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I mean, he's kind of made up his mind, though. I think there is a cure. I'm going to be hopeful. Even though it could be toxic.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
It looks like my gloves are green. How did my gloves get green? It's because I switched them. Yeah, they're not these ones anymore. All right, well, I mean, that explains it, doesn't it? Let's really quick fix that, because they shouldn't be. I want... these ones are pretty good. They match everything. And then I think, just based on the cutscene, I think I'm going to do away with this scarf. I think we're going to get rid of that. It doesn't sit very well on your shoulders. I wish it would sit better, but it doesn't seem to sit very well. Although it looks to me like it could be the outfit. Like you could see my skin like underneath it. Yeah, I think it's something actually not with the scarf, but with the shirt itself that I've got going on here. Let's just make a quick adjustment to what we're wearing here. Hopefully that fixes it. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little better, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's go and talk to...
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the loyalists' way.
I mean, I have and possess and have used magic that this man does not understand. So, I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance. I understand.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do.
Nope.
He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
Nope. I'm gonna help him.
I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
It's just that
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
when you're talking to an old man that's this stubborn, you just nod and agree. That's it. You don't need to bother fighting them because you're not going to change their mind. Even if you can come up with a point that counters theirs perfectly, they're still going to be defensive about it. And they're just going to dismiss it. So you just nod and agree. Yep. Yep. I understand, sir. Yep. But then you go off and do the right thing anyway. That's how it should be.
Listen to me. She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He apologized for you, buddy. They're both apologizing to each other here.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrok's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Sure. Well, I'm following you, buddy.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How do we know? Like, I have not a theory, but like an option of what could have happened in my head right now. It's just like it just happens. If it happened by a wand carrier, they shouldn't be blaming goblins, right? They should be blaming wizards. So either it's Ranrok's people that did it, or sorry, Rookwood's. Either it's Rookwood's people that did it, or I have another suspicion. He said that Anne was always the more adventurous one. I'm wondering if she was trying something, and whatever she was trying backfired, and kind of in a way cursed herself. And she doesn't want to say anything about it because I don't know. I just have this weird feeling in my brain about that. You know, it's a way to write the story, in other words. But I have no idea if that's how it is.
Expected to dig through this rubble. Ranrok knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
We're just not gonna. We're just gonna do this. Okay.
Flipendo,
Yeah, you're just gonna walk up there, huh? Oh, Wigamo potions are done. Cool.
silent as a...
Oh, he is gonna go invisible too. Good. He's just like walking past this goblin and just, yeah, we don't need to hide. Yeah, we do, dude. Let's go. Be very silent. All right, warrior. So hit 2 enemies simultaneously with Petrificus Totalis and slow a loyalist assassin. All right, well, slowing them is going to require me to have this on a different thing. So we'll do that. But slowing an assassin... I don't think the assassins are here yet.
Dead asleep on my feet.
The assassins appear later, don't they? I thought anyway. They're not close enough to each other to have 2 Petrificus Totalises applied right now. Oh, there we go. This one is. I think this one's close enough.
Petrificus Totalis.
Nope, he's not. Wow, I can't move. It won't let me move.
Arrest their momentum.
Jesus. Smash them. Jeez.
I know I have.
Expelliarmus.
He's not dead yet, but he might die. Right now. Is that you?
You've made your last mistake.
That's the commander. Not an assassin. He's a commander.
You're really not very good at it. Such arrogance.
He's the one. He's got a lot of health. Wrong guy. Wrong guy.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum.
Oh, you think you're so clever.
Potato.
How nice of you to stop by.
Hit them with. I just hit them with an explosive barrel. I love it.
I will make you pay.
Arresto momentum.
Are you Oh, you're the assassin.
That's your best.
Okay, that's what I need to hit him with. So I didn't get the Petrificus Totalis like I wanted. He's really quick. He just like teleports to me. Holy shit! I can't avoid him.
Arresto momentum.
There it is.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Yeah, they made me take 3 Wiggenwelds. That was surprising. I mean, I wasn't using ancient magic hardly at all there, and I probably could have used it a little bit better, but actually, I don't know why I did, but I kind of expected Sebastian to, you know, do a little bit more than he did. Let's repair this and see what happens.
Reparo.
All right, cool. We also have some loot up here. Yeah, they could just give me all the Wiggenweld potions that, you know, they died with. That'd be great. And then I think I want to bring that back to there. Hey, buddy.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Interesting. All right, that kind of throws my theory out the window, doesn't it? They were trying to hide something.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Yeah, sure.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
All right.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Well, I mean, Rookwood is the name of one of the keepers. So, and he was a Hogwarts professor, right? So I think maybe, yeah.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
They either have their hands full and are short-handed, or they don't care. They don't see the reason. It seems odd. Like, that's always the way it is with like Harry Potter and stuff like that. The Ministry is always kind of in this gray area where you don't know if they're in on it or they're the bad guy, but you're pretty sure they're not. But it's just they're always against the protagonist, right? They're always against you. They're never on your side.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrok's loyalists.
Not against
Might be
you.
worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at things, man. Like not against you per se, but they're not on your side. It's still. All right, 1 gold. Thank you so much for the 1 gold. Want to look and see if there's anything else to say or find
Revelio.
over here. There's some silver spectacles. And another 14 gold. That's it? Okay. I mean, they would have looted this place by now anyway, so I wouldn't imagine there'd be a whole lot left in here anyway. All right, what's up, Sebastian? Yeah? There's a painting.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio.
Search the estate for clues. Well, we've got these pebbles here. This is a clue? Oh, I think I have to just investigate.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
It's like, yeah, this is from the flashback when the keepers, they did all that stuff to replenish the land. Because nothing was growing here anymore, right? So I think it's from his vision of that.
This well looks familiar.
All right, I think I've figured it out. Well, I mean, I think my character has figured it out. I haven't figured it out. I think my character's figured it out.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Well, that was known.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganark. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch?
Okay, that makes sense.
And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following
I was like,
you.
he wouldn't know
I realize
this.
it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight.
Yeah.
You have Ranrok and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
I was
Look
going to
at
say,
this.
like, he wouldn't know anything about this
Someone
as I'm...
piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. With a blasting spell, which I think Depulso is not on my bar anymore because I took it away. So let's put that back with... yeah, we'll put it to this one here. That's fine. All right.
Depulso!
I mean, I could use Confringo too, but whatever.
Huh. A stairwell.
Oh, yeah.
Revelio.
There's some extra places to go.
The brother who works in Gringotts couldn't pay me enough to sit down.
Are they close enough for Revelio to see them? No, I can hear them talking, but... Oh, shit. What?
Why bother blocking a
Oh,
stairwell?
shit.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Isadora Morganark. Journal entry 1 of 7. It is my second week in camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Another one right here. I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Lumos.
Well, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot else here. Seems like there might be something behind this. Oh, I thought maybe I could jump over it, but all right, yeah, I guess that's fine too, sure. Okay.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Uh-huh. No, Sebastian. Not a daydream.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrok has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Sure.
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
It just takes us into the room, right? It just takes us into the Undercroft right away. Like one of those frogs that just swallowed me up and spit me out. Similar. Yep. We're just back at Hogwarts now.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Oh? Is this another collectible? Am I gonna have to find pieces of this picture and put it together?
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Rune diagram. Rune diagram. Well, this is like that symbol I keep seeing. And I don't know what any of the other stuff is, but this symbol keeps popping up all the time. This little... Yeah.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrok and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts.
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Ominous just learned of it, yeah. Says, because again, he's the Gaunt. Gaunt family is like, they're like direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, so if anyone was going to learn about something like that, I suppose it would probably be Ominous. Well, okay, we went through the whole thing with Sebastian and we ended up right back at Hogwarts anyway. I assume we're going to get an owl or something that gives us these question marks pretty soon. In the meantime, why don't we go and figure out what's going on with this lady? Right here. Oh, so Hall of Herodiana. Herodiana. I don't know what that is. You can attend astronomy class. Is that a main quest? Oh, wait. I have my main quest up now? Oh, yeah. These things just appeared. There you go. The High Keep. Adelaide Oaks seems worried about someone. I should speak with her. And then the High Keep is a thing that doesn't have a description yet. And then astronomy class. Cool. Where is this? Where is this one at? I want to just talk to this person, wherever she is. This is not showing me. Right here. Right here. Yeah. So this is where I want to go. I guess down here. We'll go talk to her, see what she's on about. I might be getting an owl as soon as I get this loading screen off. And then is it frozen? I think the game is frozen.
Meet me near the ruins of Feldcroft Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Okay. So I think what happened is that I paused the game and then used the map, like maybe right as that message was coming in, and it kind of messed it up. Because I think Nat's message was supposed to come in, and I just didn't let it or something. Either way, I got brought back in. So High Keep, astronomy class, and now these things are filled in. So meet Natty after dark, attend astronomy class is in there, and that's what the High Keep was, because we didn't have a description of that. So I think that's what happened. I think I messed it up. All right, so meet Natty near Feldcroft Castle is part of the main quest, and then the astronomy class thing too. So I still want to go to this, as it's just this side quest that was here before all this, and I want to clear it. So we're going to go into the courtyard really quick here. Hopefully there's an actual loading screen, and we'll see what this see what this person wants. I think the game was a little unstable back before too, just because like the clothing was, missing and everything with his collar and everything. Like the graphics looked like they were doing weird things. The mouths weren't moving very well. I just think there's a bunch of stuff that could have been fixed there. So hopefully reloading the game fixed a lot of that stuff. All the pumpkins and stuff around, like the whole courtyard's changed now. All the lighting and stuff is really cool. I like it. All right, what's up?
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrok's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl, and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
No, I would be worried too. What I want to know, though, is like, why would you send me specifically, the new student, an owl, to present this to? Like, that's one thing I don't get about RPGs. And I think maybe it's just because, the player is the player and you're interesting. Just once, I would love an RPG where, you're not this super remarkable person in the world that everyone all of a sudden knows is the go-to person. Like, why would you randomly... You've never met me before, but you're randomly sending me this owl about this.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
So the justification for it is that rumors are getting around that I'm the adventurous one that does all these things, and so I'm the one to talk to. I mean, I guess I can buy that, but I think it's a little weak, just to be honest. Can you tell me more about your uncle's business with goblins?
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrok's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk.
The gobbledygook really
He does
is.
it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I guess gobbledygook really is a real language. Are you and your uncle close?
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I know how that goes. Yeah. Same story. Same. Except for the whole father dying at 5 thing. My father wanted nothing to do with me, wink, wink. Okay, anyway, I'll see what I can do.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Yeah, sure. I think I could probably just do that now, right? That seems like a doable thing right now. I just can't enter while mounted. That's fine. I'm just gonna fly up and
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right.
I mean, he's right out here.
Worried.
So I can just
mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
That was interesting. It decided not to go fast anymore. Yeah, if he's right over here, I'll just take a quick hold on. What is this? Oh, hey. Oh, it's one of those like, I don't know, like sundial things again. All right.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over folks. Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination, in my opinion.
Wow, that's a crazy opinion.
Scratch me. I'll let him live just long enough to regret it.
Break a shield charm with an ancient magic throw.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Okay, I can do that. Is there... Oh, there's a guy right here, huh?
Well, he wasn't looking to snatched it. His own fault.
It's been ages since I've found anything...
Petrificus totalis.
Since you found anything what? What was that? What were you saying? Ah, darn. Oh, well. So I have to break a shield charm with an ancient magic throw. But if I have Petrificus totalis right now, I won't be able to do that. Oh, never mind. There's another guy right there. Never mind. I got them both. Okay, now I can use this guy for my shield charm dueling feat. Wherever he is. I think he's up top. Sounds like he's up top. Oh, the dueling feat went away. Lame. So is this considered a whole new group then? It's lame.
Accio. Glacy. Flipendo. The beasts are safer now.
Give me this case. Uh-huh. Some moonstone. Is that everything?
Revelio.
No, there's some stuff over there. Oh, neat. It does like all the icons when I Revelio from Broom. Huh. That's kind of neat. All right, well, there's nothing else really down there, so I'll continue over to Adelaide's Hopefully Adelaide's uncle is okay.